Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid, I mouthed the words.
I think the Star Shield thing is really fucking cool.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series.
The first one?
And
Or
if
the
you're a
first
longtime
remake?
fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet.
It was.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be
Pretty
an
sure it
iron
was.
tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Parry with
And
the
a balance
shield.
between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all
Argent
about
Star.
nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block. Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight. And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head-to-head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even a Doom spiked mace? That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger. That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns, and Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created. Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines, built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with.
That's all I was thinking.
That's the mission statement.
Oh, you can't have Doom
Designed
without a
these
BFG.
never-
I like that. I like that this gun is literally shredding skulls to shoot out like the bones at you.
So let's take a
Yeah.
look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these
Extended
medieval
gameplay
mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
I saw a screen shake. Oh, I'm need a slider for that. We need a lot of less screen shake. That's
And under the hood,
I don't think
for
I've
the
ever played
first
a
time
game
in an id
before.
game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system
played
and
Quake.
sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best.
I remember.
You can slow things
I remember
down
2016. Oscar and
or
Cube were
speed
really
them
into it
up.
because they had a
It's a
multiplayer
Doom
beta.
for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't
Yeah,
end
PvP.
with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlas.
Oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing.
It's the size of a
You get a
building.
mecha.
It's powerful. And you
A
can beat
mecha
giant
suit.
Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing...
This is some Panzer Dragoon I see.
Dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun.
I mean, it is a
It
big
is a
fucking
BFG.
gun.
We know that
It is a
fans
big
of single-player
fucking gun.
action games expect more than
It's a
just
big
great
gun on a
combat to
mecha.
pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe.
Mission
Mysterious
with the
worlds
SFG.
from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes,
Actually, they have something like that in
battlefields, and worlds beyond.
one of the Battlefield games. There's like a
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and
Anyway,
godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield sword,
actually like a small
you're gonna
leaping game.
cut,
Yeah, dude.
leap,
We call it
and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of
I mean,
vital
Destiny was
resources.
kind of meant to be somewhat of a power fantasy.
You control the pace of the game,
to a certain extent.
where you go,
I just never
who you fight, and the objectives you
Destiny
pursue.
1 I did.
It's a Doom sandbox
Melting
full
bosses
of
and
war
shit?
and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
That's real, guys.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars,
Not Mick Gordon.
medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline.
But still good
You'll
music.
feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testament.
He's been warned.
Action story worthy of the
Yeah,
Slayer.
but even more so now, I'm like, he looks cool. Like, there were multiple suits you could get in, like, the last two games,
We've got
but, like,
10 years of
with this
making
one, the
modern
default
video
outfit, I'm
games
like,
together. And we've done better
this is nice.
with every game
I like
we've
this.
made.
I like this a lot.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
I knew it. I fucking today.
Today? No, they said
No, I
May.
said in May.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for yours.
I'm pretty sure they said this May.
I heard today. I said bet I'm playing
All right then. All right, video games.
video
Video games. We're in there.